Unstoppable Coco Gauff surges past Paolini. Glowing star epic showdown in Wuhan Open Final versus Jessica Pegula. The lights of Wuhan burned brighter than ever as the night stretched toward destiny. The stadium pulsed with anticipation. Flags waved. Cameras hovered. Thousands leaned forward as one name echoed to the stands like a heartbeat growing louder with every second. Coco! 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 Across the net stood Jasmine Paolini, fearless, relentless, fast as thought. She was not here to admire. She was here to conquer. But Coco Gauff had already decided something deep within her long before she walked onto that court. This night would be hers. What followed was not just a semifinal match. It was a declaration. The pressure before the storm. Wuhan is not a place for delicate tennis. It is bold, loud, unforgiving. Every champion who lifts a trophy here must carve their name through heat, humidity, and expectation. Coco arrived carrying momentum and pressure in equal measure. The world was watching closely. Fans, critics, rivals, legends. Every step she took toward the baseline felt like a step closer to legacy. Paolini, on the other hand, arrived with nothing to lose and everything to prove. Her run through the tournament had been electric. Precision mixed with relentless courage. She had already silenced doubts, ruined brackets, and shaken higher seeds with fearless intent. This semifinal was not good versus evil. It was fire versus fire. First set, Paolini ignites the battle. From the first point, Paolini struck like lightning. She attacked Coco's serve early, stepping inside the baseline and ripping returns that stunned the front rows into sudden silence. Her footwork was sharp, her timing surgical. Every opening she saw, she seized without hesitation. Coco fought for every rally, her speed carrying her into impossible corners. But speed alone could not control the storm Paolini unleashed. Drop shots kissed the net and fell dead. Angles cut through the court like blades. The first set slipped away quickly. 6-3, Paolini. The crowd murmured. Questions rushed in. Had the moment finally become too heavy? Was the final slipping away before it even began? Coco sat quietly at her chair, towel over her face, breathing slow, calm, the calm before a storm. The inner shift. Something changed during that short break. It wasn't in her stance alone. It wasn't in her grip. It wasn't even in her power. It was in her eyes. They lifted with clarity. Not panic. Not desperation. Only belief. Second set. The Gauff surge begins. Coco returned to the baseline transformed. Her return grew deeper. Her footwork grew sharper. Her patience became her weapon. Paolini continued to attack. But now, Coco absorbed the blows and redirected them with angles of her own. Rally by rally, point by point, the rhythm shifted. A 20-shot exchange ended with Coco threading a backhand past Paolini at full stretch. The stadium rose, then roared. Break point came. Paolini served wide. Coco stepped in and crushed the return. Break secured. For the first time all match, Paolini hesitated. Coco did not. She held serve with authority. Her confidence swelled with every game. The pressure that once weighed on her now crushed the other side instead. 6-4, Gauff. One set all. The Wuhan crowd erupted as if destiny itself had re-entered the arena. Final set, where legends are forged. The third set did not feel like tennis anymore. It felt like survival. Every rally stretched the boundaries of the human will. Sweat flew. Legs burned. Shoulders screamed. Neither player backed down an inch. Paolini struck with fearless aggression. Coco countered with explosive speed and steel patience. At 2-2, they delivered a rally so long the crowd forgot to breathe. Paolini rushed the net. Coco sprinted from the baseline and blasted a passing shot that painted the sideline with precision so perfect it felt scripted. Break point. Paolini saved it. 2 games later, it came again. This time, Coco did not miss. She climbed inside the rally, took control of the center of the court, and broke with a scorching forehand winner that sent the stadium into chaos. 4-2, Gauff. But champions are never allowed easy endings. Paolini's final stand. Refusing to fade, Paolini surged with raw courage. She broke back immediately. turning defense into sudden offense. The scoreboard tightened. 4-3, then 4-4. Every point felt like championship point. The crowd was standing now, unwilling to sit, unwilling to blink. Coco served. 2 aces down the tee. Paolini fought back with fearless returns. Deuce. The tension sliced through the stadium like glass. Then Coco struck. A wide serve pulled Paolini off the court. Coco followed with a forehand into open space. So pure it felt carved from instinct. Game. 5-4 Gauff. 1 game from a final. Match point. A destiny moment. Paolini served to stay alive. The rallies grew longer. The crowd grew louder. The pressure became suffocating. At 30-40, match point. The entire stadium rose in one motion. Paolini served with everything she had left. Coco returned deep. They traded blows from corner to corner. Paolini rushed the net. Coco lifted a perfect lob that kissed the baseline like fate itself had guided it. Paolini retreated too late. Coco finished with a forehand winner into open court. Silence. Then, an explosion of sound. Coco Gauff dropped her racket and fell to her knees. She had done it. Final bound. Warriors' respect. Paolini crossed the net with exhaustion in her eyes and pride in her heart. The 2 warriors embraced. No bitterness, only acknowledgement of battle shared. Sometimes, defeat does not define weakness. Sometimes, honors strength. Tonight, Paolini had pushed the champion to her edge. And Coco had answered. The final is set. Gauff versus Pegula in Wuhan. As Coco rose and waved the crowd, the big screen flashed the words that sent shockwaves through the tennis world. Wuhan Open Final. Coco Gauff versus Jessica Pegula. 2 Americans. 2 rivals. 2 contrasting forces. 1 trophy. Jessica Pegula. The silent storm awaiting. While Coco battled fire, Jessica Pegula carved her path to the final with surgical calm. No theatrics. No noise. Only ruthless efficiency. Pegula does not overpower. She outlasts. She doesn't chase winners. She builds them. And that makes her dangerously steady. Where Coco brings emotion and explosion, Pegula brings calculation and control. This final is not just athletic. It is philosophical. Fans across the world ignite. Within minutes, social media erupted. This final is a must-watch. Coco is unstoppable. Pegula versus Gauff is pure tennis cinema. Wuhan just turned legendary. From New York to Beijing, the world locked in. The final question. Coco now stands at the threshold. She has defeated doubt. She has beaten resistance. She has survived chaos. But now she must conquer control. Jessica Pegula will not give her rhythm. She will not give momentum. She will not be intimidated. Only one question remains. Can Coco bend order into brilliance? Conclusion. The fire is lit. Coco Gauff's victory over Jasmine Paolini in Wuhan was not just another win. It was a transformation under pressure. She fell behind. She recalibrated. She surged. She conquered. Now the final awaits. Jessica Pegula stands on the opposite side of destiny. 1 match, 1 trophy, 1 moment. And if the semi-final taught the world anything, it is this. Coco Gauff is no longer rising. She is arriving. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.